Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the M44, the Tier 6 American SPG. This one's located on the north spawn of Malinovka, and it's under the command of Zin1983. Now, he says that this is his favourite Arty, or at least it's one of the Artys he loves to play. And, well, you're going to find out why in this battle. There's two M44s on his team. And the enemy team, well, they've got a Hummel and an M44. But I doubt they've got as good Arty players on their team. One of Bounce has got a 47% win rate, but Zin, no, he's got 51. So obviously he's doing rather well. But something you might notice in the team tables is the AMX ELC on the enemy team. Godzilla 79. Now that's the Super Unicum. So if he can take out that AMX ELC, he probably will guarantee that he gets the game. But I doubt if Zin's actually watching the win rates of the enemy players. I don't do it as a matter of course now. I've actually given up on that. There's no point in targeting specifically one player. What you actually do is you target a player. Oh my god, he's just killed an enemy tank. Got the AT too. I target players based on what they're doing. I try to get the enemy players who are actually trying to kill our guys and take them out of the game. He's going for the Team 1 Heavy. Oh, another hit! You heard the sizzle as the round impacted on the hull of the vehicle. Now, I would actually put a round into the spotting bush right now, and I think that's what Zin's going to do. Always worth firing into that bush. You never know who's at home. Rounds out. Well, if there was somebody in that bush, he's probably got a ringing air date right now. But it doesn't appear that anyone was there. Now, they might find somebody up on the spotting rise at grid square F7, because there might be somebody there as well. He's in fact aiming for the bushes near the lake, but... oh, fires around and then pulls away again. And, well, he still hasn't got out of that bad habit of firing and then moving straight away, so we don't see what the shell does. And so it's always important to watch what your shell does, because it can actually tell you information. You see, if you fire at a bush and as far as you know there's nothing in the bush, but you fire at the bush and the shell disappears without an explosion, what it tells you is there's somebody there and you just hit them. And so you need to put another round in, but you can't do that if you don't know what actually happened to the shell. And if the target is not spotted at the time the shell goes in, you probably won't get any report of the damage being done. It's just the fact that you fired and it did some or it didn't get an explosion that tells you something, that there is somebody around. So it's important to actually watch what the shell does after you fire it. Apart from that, of course, it's entertainment for the players or the people who are watching this video to actually see the damage done to the enemy. Well, Zin's changed position to the wood on the other side of the inlet. Now, from this spot, he can get nice shots onto the enemy up on the hill. And the T-150 has actually been spotted over in the rear of the enemy. There he is. Oh, there was a Matilda in that wood, so he was right to fire in that direction. He's going for the Black Prince first. Rounds out. Yeah, he pulls back like that. Oh, we heard that one. We heard the shell did impact the vehicle. You didn't get the sizzle sound, but you did hear a thump as it went in. So that indicates that it did hit something on the hull. Now, I heard a whistle there from a shell, but I think that was from our own teammate, his outgoing shell. P43 in the spotting bush F7. There's normally somebody there. Rounds out. That's a hit. You heard the sizzle from the round going off. Jackson. Oh, the P43 died. He did pick up some spotting assist off, stun assist off that. Didn't get a chance to shoot the Jackson. There's an enemy tanker, Churchill, up on top of the hill. Okay, he's extending his aim, dialing in. That's it. Nicely does it. Work out where he's going. Estimate. Rounds out. Long flight time. He got that perfect. He absolutely, definitely got it perfect because he hit the vehicle. There was no explosion at all, so we know he got him. M4A1's come down the hill. facing off against our Churchill. We can probably put him round into the M4. Rounds out. Pulls back. Didn't get the kill. Can he get this one in? I hope he doesn't go down the dip. If he does, we should be able to hit him from this position. It's quite a good one. Okay, which of those would you go for? Well, there's a KV-2R and a Churchill 3. He might find it easier to penetrate the Churchill because it is a tier 5, but the KV-2R is the more important of the two enemy heavies because it can derp an enemy tank out of existence very quickly. But the M4A1 is very thin-skinned and is also in quite a dangerous position because he can get behind the Churchill and shoot him in the ass. And unfortunately we lost the Churchill to the KV-2R, but the KV-2R just got nearly wiped out of existence by our KV-2. Going for the M4A1, rounds out. That's a near miss for 250. Even though we were a bit further back, we could see that it landed right in front of the M4. Just need to be a little closer to the shot when it lands to see exactly what it does. Rounds out in the KV-2R. Oh, yeah, that one went off against the side of the hull. And he's out the game. So that's the second kill for Zin. Of course, the first kill was that AT2 right at the start of the game. M4A1, go for the kill. Yes! 3 kills. So this is quite a good game. And there is the AMX ELC. Yes. He's not going to go for him though because he's not a threat at the moment. Now this T150 over at the other end of the map. Oh, just been wiped out. So unfortunately, we can't go after him. But we can hit that Churchill 3. He looks a fairly easy shot. Now he's sort of like stationary behind the rock. He's an easy target. You can dial in. Rounds out. Near miss for 26. He's still tracked. He's just been hit by our fellow M44. Go for the next shot. Just wait for the load. He's just sitting there taking it. Rounds out. Here we go. Yes! 4 kills. There's only 3 enemies left. That AMX ELC and their 2 Arty. And we know where the AMX ELC was last seen. I'm not sure if he's still there, but Zin's going to have to find out. No. In fact, I just noticed there was a tank right in the middle of that lake and drowned himself. Wondered who that was. Okay, we're looking for enemy Arty now. He's still got 19 rounds, which is more than enough. My suggestion at this phase of the game would be to actually relocate and move further south along the west side of the map. But there's the ELC. That way, if you can get closer to the enemy, you can get quicker shots on them and you're more likely to kill them. He fires around at the ELC. Near. Must have been near. There's one of the RT, the Hummel. Oh, he went down. 82 got him. Now we're looking for the ELC. He's decided to move. I think more out of caution to watch out for that ELC trying to make an in run around the south side of the map. I would have actually gone down that way. And potentially if I'd met the ELC coming the other way, I would have shotgunned him. I think the AT2 and the KV2 are moving in on the enemy cap with the idea of actually trying to force the AMX ELC to come to them. And I get the feeling that what Zin's doing, he's actually going up on top of the hill because he expects the ELC won't go up here. I mean, logically, why would he go up the hill very slowly when he would be exposed to the enemy doing so? On top of which, from on top of the hill, he's equidistant from the enemy and far enough away from his own cap that if the enemy did make an end run around the south side and up the west side of the map, he wouldn't be there. Only the other M44 would be. The Leopard's being asked to move down. KV2 wants him to go in. He's just stuck there at the moment. Of course, there is another reason to go up into this corner on the map, is that you can use the bushes right in the corner. Oh, it did go up. There's one of the M44s has gone up here. you can actually hide in that corner of those bushes, right in the corner of the map. And it's very difficult to be spotted there. Rounds out. That's a kill. That's 5 kills, so he's one short of a top gun now. And the ELC's been found, and he's near the cap. And he's taken out the KV-2. Or in fact, actually, the M44 got the KV-2. So we're loaded. Can we get the kill? The ELC's next to the water. Line him up. Oh, he's moving, and he got the kill on the AT2. Hit him on the weak spot. Fire a round in, and... oh, he winged him. He winged him. 52 hit points off him. But it will tell the ELC where the M44 is. He now knows he's up on top of the hill. And the unfortunate thing is now, because that ELC is a Unicum, he's probably going to try and come up here and find Zin 1983. So maybe it's a good idea for Zin to get into these bushes and hide in the corner. And the moment the enemy comes up, line up a shot on him, but don't shoot until you can actually see the whites of his eyes, so to speak. And make sure of it when you kill him. Of course, if he's badly wounded, just ram him and take him out of the game that way. I suspect that ELC will be overconfident now he's actually managed to whittle it down to 1 light tank and 2 Artys, thinking I can get this because he's such a good player. But Zin needs to be ready the moment that enemy is spotted. The M44 making his way along the edge of the lake near to the Leopard. Again, that's a good idea because the Leopard should be able to give the M44 some security. And if the M44 can work his way up into the bushes on F7, he also can hide in those bushes and shoot at the enemy once he's spotted. He's decided not to do that. He's crossing over the lake. A few comments going on in chat where people are actually discussing what's going on. Here he comes. He knows he's been seen. Oh, he fluffed it! Now the ELC knows where he is. You can't sit there. You're going to have to make a move. He's taking damage. Go for it. Go for the ram. Take him out that way. Derp him. Ram him. Yes! That's a win. Nicely done. He did take a shot from the ELC, but he showed him who's boss. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Why I love my M44 Top Gun High Caliber First Class. Yes, very well done. First Class tanker for Zin 1983 in the M44. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 21 in that one. And he got a High Caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. And a Top Gun for getting 6 kills. And the 6th one was a Super Unicum he took out of the game with a shotgun at close range. Nicely done. Let's have a look at the win rate. 5,267. Team score. He did get the highest damage in the game, 2,102 hit points of damage, 1,532 went to the T67 and 1,410 went to the KV-2R on the enemy team. That Super Unicum did manage to get a defender, 1,060 hit points, but yeah, it wasn't enough, I'm afraid. Not when you're up against an M44 with somebody who knows how to use it. He got the highest number of kills, 6. The next high score was the M44 on the enemy team with 3. And there was 3 tanks on our team with 2 kills and 2 on the enemy team, including the Super Unicum. And when it came to base XP, yes, he's got the top in all 3 columns, 1,065. And that unfortunately wasn't enough for an ace tanker. But 826 went to the T-3485M and 763 went to the other M44 on his team, who actually picked up a Confederate as well. So well done to him. He fired 22 rounds, got 10 direct hits and 1 penetration, 14 splash. Now, I wonder, is the ELC the one he penned right at the end? Let's have a look. No, it wasn't. So, which one did he actually pen in that game? Ah, it was the other M44. The shell went straight through his armor because he didn't really have any. So that was who he penned. Okay, 2,102 hit points of damage. of which 1,883 were at more than 300 meters. He received one hit. It was a penetration. That was from the AMX CLC, and I think he was using the 75mm gun, not the 90mm. If he'd actually used the 90mm, I think he would have been put out of the game with one shot, or maybe with one shot. 9 enemy vehicles damaged, 6 killed, and 550 hit points of stun assist off 9 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 41,637 credits, got 50,000 credits from completing the mission, and 91,637 credits altogether. And after repair and ammunition resupply, took away 78,997 credits. He received 22 bonds from that game. It's quite a lucrative that one. 1,597 XP, times 2 for the first victory, took away 3,195 experience points altogether. Well, that was a good game in the M44, and it shows there are some hiding places you can go if you want to avoid the enemy. Now, that ELC, as he was coming up the hill, would have known that he was seen, but he wouldn't have known where Zin was. And it was only the unfortunate shots that missed the ELC that gave away the position. If that ELC had gone up on top of the hill and driven down the other side without seeing him, I think he probably would have worked out, yes, he was probably in the bushes. But if he came back up to try and take out Zin, Zin would have had him for certain, because he would have come straight towards the bushes, and that would have given Zin a chance to kill him that way. But that shot, he did exactly the right thing. As I said, you can't hide there. Once you've fired, you have to move. You can't stay still, because the enemy's going to shoot at you, and if you stay where you are, you're going to just become a dead wreck. But if you run at him like Zin did, then you kill the target at close range with a shotgun, and all's well in the world. So I hope you enjoyed that replay, and if you did, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment down below the video, and thank you for watching.